Yo, what's happening, people? Can you buy me a MacBook? Always the asks. Let's work for some stuff. How about that? No, I'm joking. Send me your address. I'll send you a MacBook. Send me your address, bro. I'll send you a MacBook. I was trying to school. I'm broke. All right. What year are you in? First year, or what's your game plan? What's up, people? What's happening? First year? All right, what's your program, dude? What is your program, family? Yo, got the OG in the chat here. OG in the chat. What's happening? What is happening? Pretty weak week, actually. Like, I'm looking at the numbers right now. What I try to do on these calls is just go online, try and see how some of our brands are doing, and then kind of give you guys a transparent look on all that. You don't talk to me like a Toronto man. We keep it business professional here. We come in with the suit and tie. We don't talk like that. None of that Toronto people stuff. Okay, I need what I'm doing. Oh, nice, aerospace eng. Interesting. Lots of physics in that. Yo, honestly, I live by my IG reposts. Feel free. And my TikTok reposts. I'm not scared of anyone. Please show everyone, dude. That's the real me. Oh, I got a little... This is gospel. Nice, dude. Nice. Gospel link. Fire. But yeah, I'm actually making some product pages for some brands right now. Can't show you guys the brands, but it's also looking into some watches. But what's happening, yo? Lots of people joining in. Beautiful. Yeah, my partner's not here today. We had a pretty sick session yesterday. We went through a couple of our tips. We also were meeting with we had so many sales calls yesterday. Just people wanting mentorships, paid mentorships. So we signed a couple of people. Some of them are getting started with their store. Some of them are launching their first ads. So very cool to see kind of like how people are ready to invest in themselves. It's pretty sick. What do you do for work? 41K in sales, correct. Yeah, in the last week. What do you do for work? I do e-com, my friend. E-com, and I used to be a software engineer. Yeah. What's your favorite show, dude? Let me know. What's happening? E-com, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, miss. I actually had another consultation with somebody running a hijab brand. She called me today. It was pretty sick. We talked about, like, she has like a brick and mortar store in Ottawa, and she was like, how do I take my business digital? And like, it's interesting, she doesn't understand the scale that she can reach because she has a really good product, right? So we were just working on planning, strategizing how to get her digital, right? Because if it's working in the physical space, you can assume it'll work in the real world, right? Or in digital, sorry. Damn, Apple lover. Yo, you quit your job. We'll talk about that, dude. We gotta link up. We'll talk. A lot of drama there. Apple lover. Yeah, your friend Apple lover's back. Yes. Software engineer, correct. No way. I'm from Ottawa. Yeah, Ottawa. Yeah, she runs like, I don't know. It's called Surbad Hijabs or something like that. It's pretty cool. Bro, unemployed. Yes, I am. I am unemployed, correct. Where'd you do it from? Where'd I do what from? Sorry. Drop out of what? Are you in school right now, or why don't we just meet up in person at you? Why are you asking me on live, bro? No, I'm playing. Drop out, like, of what? Are you still doing your degree? I actually haven't, at an end. No, finish your degree, bro. Finish it. I feel like it's a good backup plan. Like, if everything goes wrong, I am busy, man. It's been a busy year, bro. 2025, we locked in. How much are you making, dude? You can see, bro, last 7 days, 44K, bro, or 41K. That's how it is. When are you getting your laptop? Oh, Momo, how about you send your address, man? You haven't been sending your address. We'll get you a laptop. We'll get you figured out. But, all right. Damn. It's a good question. It's usually 30 to 50% dependent on your niche, right? So we have a pretty high ticket niche. Our offer is pretty dialed in right now, right? So I'd give you 30 to 50% on that total sales. And all of it, honestly, I live so lean. I invest everything back into the business, right? As well as just, video creation and whatnot. Like I'm always reinvesting. So yeah, put the bank deposit screenshot. Yeah, I'll get my partner to do that. He handles the finances. I'm from Toronto. Blessed, beautiful. Toronto. Yeah, I got a lot of slack for talking bad about Canada in one of my videos, but yeah, trying to go live every single day. And like, if you guys have any questions on like, you know, like your brands, your sites, I do like live breakdowns, conversion rate optimization on the spot, right? Kind of like implementing our formula. Like we have a 3% conversion rate. So I don't spend 10K, bro. When do you see me going out? I don't even go. I'm in the basement the whole day. Start a podcast. This is kind of like a podcast though, isn't it? Right? We just talk about stuff. Honestly, dude, Fetty Wap getting out like that, dude. 2016, 2026, what are the chances, right? I've been listening to him all day. Oh my God, man, bring me back. That time was crazy. Fetty Wap, those songs are so classic. Yo, feel free to unfollow, bro, if you don't want to hear that. Basement needs some fresh air. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Add me to live. How do I add you? I don't know how. Let me see. Add. I don't know how to add you. Can you like request? No, I'm not gonna abruptly end my live unless my mom calls me. Then I'm like, yo, I don't want her to see me on live yet. I don't know if I'm ready for that. How do you decide? Okay, there's some good questions. Wait, let me add Ayub to the. Dude, I don't know how to invite you, bro. Pin this comment. Frick. Dude, request or something. Oh, I think I know how. Wait, hold up. Go live with guests. Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. Okay. Oh, look, we got another Mo Salah in the chat. Dude, I just invited you. You better join. I have to donate to request? That's crazy, bro. It's not working? Let me try again. Wait. I think, do I have to co-host with you or something? I don't know. Look, I'm going to send you another invite. I don't want to co-host with this guy. No. Wait. I don't know how this works. Wait, decline. Hold up. No, I'm going to get to your question. Hold up. I'm trying to get my boy to join. Dude, I just invited you. Did you get it? You might have to go live 3 times or something like that, I think. I don't know. Like me and Kashan were like, it took us a while to figure it out. Hold on, let me answer these questions, but I want to. Ayub, let me know, or text me. It's not accepting. Okay, let's see. Got some questions up here. Yo. Are you going to have my own store? Okay, have your own store, but you aren't getting any sales. Okay, well, honestly, like, I need some more info on that. Like, what is your product? You know, what is your niche? What are your ads looking like? You know, what's your conversion rate looking like? How much have you spent on ads, et cetera, right? Mo Salah, bro. How do you decide on a product to invest in advertising on? Really good question. Yeah, so literally in the community, we have a 30-page document on exactly how I do product sourcing. It's for free. Go join the community, go check it out. There's a whole process I follow. Look at competitors, look at TikTok comments, do manual research, don't rely on AI. That is your best bet starting off, right? Like this is what I've learned in the past year. Do not rely on AI because everyone is relying on AI. Everyone's getting general answers, right? You want specificity, you want that edge. You got to do your manual research, right? Can you make me money and send to me, dude? You're killing me, man. I have my own store. Okay, I think I just answered that, bro. You're my twin. Gotta confirm that. Let's see. Yeah, I can kind of see it. Interesting. Bro, skip my question. I think I answered your question, right, JM? Bro, you look like me. You got a job for me? No, I actually kind of. Maybe not. I don't trust you. I don't trust you yet. Can you employ me? Why are there so many people here? Yeah, it's popping right now, dude. Can you employ me? Maybe. I don't know. Send your resume. Check out gloomskincare.ca. Okay, this is sick. Let's check this out. Okay, I can see you got an AI video at the top. Nice. This is a little interesting for the homepage. Okay, you might be using Shrine. Looks like. Okay, interesting. Let's see what products you got. No, it looks like a general store. Not bad. Okay. I see what you're doing here. Okay, so how's this store doing? I can see your margins are very small. $24 is very, very less. I think what you got to do, bundle it up more, get your AOV above 50, get it to 100 if you can, right? And just market that. I have a friend who does like hunting bags, right? And like he gets a backpack for $20, but what he does is he adds all the hunting gear in there and he sells it for 150. So think about doing something like that, right? Also your homepage, right? Your pictures are, there's no theme. Like like there's some pictures here that look straight out of Alibaba, right? So make sure there's a theme, right? And make it look very branded. The pictures themselves don't look as branded because if you're driving traffic there and you want people to convert, you got to give them like mechanism pictures. What that means is like, look, show person using these makeup products, right? If you can, like add as much UGC as you can because that blows up, right? What else do we have here? Yeah, I see you have 3 bullet points at the top. I would remove that and I would keep the checkout part as clear as possible, right? Let them select, and then under the checkout, you can add in like reviews, testimonials. I would also recommend adding some, there's a go to Section Store and buy some video testimonials that you can put underneath the checkout. I would do that, right? And right under your add to cart, because like when people are checking out, they're very like, their psychology, they're ready to purchase, right? So you want to push them over the edge with those testimonials, right? Coupon placement, I don't really like that. Maybe make it so that it's automatic, right? Or put it in your banner at the top, right? I don't know if I like it right underneath the checkout. Free delivery and returns, yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah, you have your specs. And then I would also like try and add as much UGC as you can right underneath that that main PDP body part, right? Under that, try and add more UGC. I like how you're using real people under there. That's great, but know that 95% of people will stop right after that first section that you have up there. So make sure that's the cleanest and that is the most effective. But yeah, let's see your cart real quick. Add to cart. Yeah, I don't like your cart either. Your cart should slide open from the right side, right? And then you should have an upsell in that area. So quick conversion rate tips from literally the brands that we use, right? Oh shit, there's a lot of comments. Hold up. Let's go, Alian. Okay, wait. Let's see what's going on. Hold up. Niati, what's happening? I don't know if she's still on this call, but that's one of my old friends from Pepsi, yo. Appreciate you. Just get me a job. Send me a resume. Okay, how much capital do you think is required for getting to a good spot with ecom? Really good question. I would say never leave your full-time job. Keep your full-time job until you make consistent profits, like in your bank account for like 6 months straight, and then you can think about it, right? I would say capital-wise, a good test, if you have $5,000 CAD, right? You can do multiple tests with multiple products and you could test a lot of ads. So I'd say have $5,000 and even then be ready to lose all 5,000 because there's a possibility it won't work. So just keep that in mind, right? Let's see. Don't you dare. Oh, that's facts. You're the only employee, bro. I'm just trying to, let's see. Maybe there's a spot for him. Let's see. I'm trying to pay my uni fees. Yes, sir. Aerospace Eng. Jesus lives. Got you. Helping out the marketing side. Yeah, 100%. Tell me what you're looking for. Very less. Yo, I'm struggling right now. I'm trying to give live feedback. Scroll to the bottom. There's videos of people using the product. Yeah, correct. Yeah, that's great. But like keep that up there. That's what I'm trying to say, right? Be my first customer. Bro, you haven't converted me, bro. Customers are, they're finicky. They want to be spoken to. You haven't spoken to me yet. I see an Alibaba picture here. I'm not going to buy from you. I see like micro capsule air hole technology. I don't know what that is, right? Brand story is good. That's good to have. I would say, yeah, your pictures need work. Looks like it's just out of a Chinese website, but yeah. Sick. Good questions. I like that. Let me try inviting you again. Ayub, hold up. Let's see. Invitation sent. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, use Gemini as well for image gen, right? Try using Gemini. That's what we do, right? And then I have a way of making video ads as well, but I'll probably add a video on that in the community soon. So, yeah. What is happening? Did I say very less? What did I say very less for? I can't remember. Maybe I got nervous. I'll join. You're on a date right now? Oh, you're on data right now. I'll join a bit if you're on. Oh, okay. Got you. I thought you were on a date, bro. How do I join the marketing? Oh, wait, sorry. How do I do the marketing? Well, marketing, you need Meta or TikTok, right? That's where you need to start. You got to choose a platform, make some creatives, right? Have you not driven any traffic to your site, or how far are you in your journey? Let me know. I don't see anyone talking about attribution. I find that really interesting, right? Like attribution is key. Like you need to make sure that, think about it this way: TikTok, Google, Meta, all of these platforms are very disconnected. Like they're not meant to work together, right? So like you need a triple whale, but like that premium subscription of triple whale that actually tracks your pixel, right? And actually tracks exactly how many sales you're making per platform. I think that's really important, because like if you don't know how you're gonna scale, you might even be not profitable. You might not even know, right? So make sure you guys are on top of your attribution. Also check out WeTrack.io. It's another very, very useful site, or like it's like a solution for your Shopify store, because basically I think after iOS 14, their Meta charges way too much for ads. That's not true. I disagree with you strongly. That is not true at all. It charges a lot if your ads are not good, right? Like you can hit a CPM of like $20 if your ads are good, right? Also niche dependent, right? Some people have super high CPMs, but they make enough conversions, enough ROAS. So that's another thing to think about. Like it just means, honestly, it took me so long to understand that too. Like if your ad is not good, like it just won't work. Like you can blame Meta, you can blame TikTok, or try harder, right? Okay, let's see. Too much hassle. What's too much hassle? Ads or organic? Like I get this question a lot. Organic like just won't get you sales, right? Like it's not made for sales. Organic, when you post an organic video, Meta or TikTok or whatever, they're going for engagement, not sales, right? When you go for ads, you're tapping into a buyer centered kind of like Meta is targeting. Meta is targeting. You know what that is again? What is your testing phase? How many days are your? How many? What is your testing phase like? How many days? How many sale are profitable to scale? Yeah, like testing phase. Honestly, like we have one CBO, one testing CBO, right? New ad set, with like 5 to 6 creatives, right? All with the same kind of like person to target, right? And make sure that there's a lot of creative diversity in each ad. Like it doesn't work anymore where you have to like change up the hook or whatever. You need to make sure that creatives are pretty diverse, but they're targeting the same person, right? We set it for $100. Let each ad run until it spends the 100, right? And then if at 100 we see, poor metrics, then we cut it, right? And by poor metrics, I mean like, bad CPC, bad CPM, right? Bad CTR, we cut it. If it's good and we're not getting conversions, that means there's something wrong with the site, right? If there is potential there still, if it's getting sales, sometimes it just needs like 3 or 4 more days to like optimize. So you got to use your intuition, I guess, at that point, right? It's just the conversion rate, 1.72. That is actually because we ran AppLovin ads one day, and what I did was I accidentally let it target the entire world, and then it spammed people from Africa and just ruined the conversion rate. Usually our conversion rate is around 3%. But yeah, how much money do you think I should be spending on ads every day? Depends on how far you are with your brand. I would say $100 a day is a good test. Apple Lover is back. Apple Lover is back. What's happening, Apple Lover? Hi, man. Can you... sorry. Hey, man. Can you please let me know whom I should follow? Yeah, like honestly, anyone off YouTube, dude. Like YouTube has all the info you need, right? If you want something more specific and more tailored to you, got to join a community. Evolve is great. I always recommend Evolve. You can join our community in link in bio. Check that out. It's free right now, right? There's a 30-page document there for free with like all of our product sourcing and like, info on Shopify e-com in general, right? Do you like being unemployed? Yeah, I guess I do. Yeah. I can get up whatever time I want. As I built a new one 2 weeks ago, I have no idea what to do. Yeah. Check out that community. Check out YouTube. Have you tested AI creatives? Yes, I have, and they work. But one thing that I really like to think about is like use AI to perfect your craft, not to don't depend on it, right? If you're just like telling AI, make me this ad, like, that's not how it works, right? You have to do your manual research and then use that research, use that customer knowledge, customer language as well to like really give people what they want. I feel like people don't understand that like the way ads work is like you have to do your best to show people and give people what they want, right? Even if your product is a stupid towel, right? Like you have to serve it to the right person, right? Like if your ads are just like towel offer, that's not going to work. You got to think about the awareness stages, right? You got to think about like, is your ad problem aware? Is it this? Is it that? Like you got to think about the funnel, right? Think about all that stuff before you make your ads and then let AI, like guide AI through that, right? Lan Chung. I do not know who that is. Hey brother, how should I start getting into this? Yeah, I mean like, dude, honestly, YouTube, your best friend, right? I learned everything off YouTube, but then I honestly learned a lot just through like trial and error, right? This is why people start communities, and this is why I've paid myself 10,000 plus in mentorships, because like because you're going to people that have already made those mistakes, and they will show you shortcuts, right? There's been so many interesting tips that like people that are, I know a guy that does like $20,000 a day on TikTok, specifically TikTok ads, and we paid him for a mentorship, and like he's given us so many interesting tips that you won't even think about, right? So YouTube is your best friend. If you want mentorships, go find a mentor, right? If you want to join a free community, we have ours, link in bio, check that out, right? But yeah, honestly, YouTube is your best friend. You don't gotta pay or look around much. Can we successful without ads on Shopify? I mean, like, how? Like, how are we gonna drive traffic to your store, right? Unless you have a crazy organic presence, I don't understand how you do that, right? I tested a product for 3 days at $100 budget, and I had 3 sales each day, but not profitable. Ooh, that's interesting. So if you had a product with sales, that means that there is potential. Like if people are buying, that's literally, like, think about it this way. I think only like 5% of Shopify stores actually make sales, right? This is some stat I read on that, like, online, right? So that means there's potential there. That means that you use that ad, see what you've said, do learnings on that ad. Like people don't, like, I feel like you gotta like sit and literally make notes on what your ad is doing, from the music that's being used, from the text that's being written, from the visuals that are being shown. You have to do learnings on your ad, and then make an ad for each like hypothesis that you have, because marketing is just hypothesizing like why your ad worked, right? Like think about it this way. I know a guy that was running his brand 5K a day in rev, right? And he had one ad, it wasn't working, but like it was working well enough. Like he was profitable, but he's like, it's not scaling. He did learnings on that ad. He sat down, he broke it all apart, right? And then there was one angle with an authority figure that he got from that, and now he does $100,000 a day. So that's the power of like hypothesizing, right? And that's one thing that I really want to dig into, like fundamentals when you're in this game. Like people think dropshipping is just like, oh, go in, make money quick. No. Like we treat this like a business, like a full-time job, right? So think about it that way. Got you. Mentorships are a scam. No, that's not true at all. Yes, it can be, but we've spent up to 10K plus in mentorships. Honestly, great experience. What's your business? I run an e-commerce business. Bro, just take equity and run marketing for me. I don't have time, dude. I genuinely do not have time. Like we have our own brands that we're running. You in Canada? Yes, I am. What's your business? Oh, shoot. We're getting a lot of comments. Hold up. Damn. No, I mean, if it's not profitable, don't keep running it. I would say like cut it if it's not profitable, but like make an iteration of that ad, right? And then test that. You got to keep testing. This game is a testing game until you find stability, right? Like we found one winning ad, I think back in November. It's still running. Some days it's not profitable, some days it is, right? But like we just keep it running. Can you check out a non-dropshipping website? Yeah, sure. Send your website my way. Do you ever get locked? What does that mean? Like banned? Use AI to create your websites and ads? Well, no, yes and no. Like it's on Shopify, which is not AI based, but like essentially we use AI for the pictures, right? We use AI for the text, but like we're very intentional with it. Like there's a way that we do it. Like we have a GPT that is fed in with all of our knowledge, right? From brand to like customer psychology to like marketing fundamentals, et cetera, right? So that is the way that we do it. Like again, use AI to perfect your craft. That's what I would recommend. Hi, I have a question. If you don't mind, don't block me. Sure. Can you show your store? No, I cannot do that. I'm under contract. I cannot do that. Do you get PayPal hold? I had a PayPal hold the first time. Yeah, like honestly, holds is one thing nobody talks about. Really good point. We want to make a module for financial literacy. I feel like it's really, really important, right? I feel like people don't understand like how you can get screwed with credit, how you need cash flow, how you need, payment terms with your agent, negotiating all that stuff is key, right? So yeah, when you first start a Shopify store, and if you scale like fast right off the bat, right, what can happen is like you can get like a percentage of your revenue held by Shopify because they think you might get a lot of chargebacks. PayPal will also hold your money. So yes, I did have a hold for like 90 days, and that was hell. Like we had, I think, $300,000 just in hold at one point. So you gotta thug it out, man. That's the only way. That's the game, unfortunately. How many products does it take to find a winning product? Dude, honestly, like it could be your first product, it could be your 10th product, it could be your 20th product. For me, it was my fourth product, and for some of my friends, 20th product, right? Like really depends on like, are you learning from your mistakes? Like, are you continuously trying to understand what you're doing wrong? Are you iterating? Like, treat it like a business. Don't treat it like a get rich quick scheme. And you should find a winning product. Can you drop ship on eBay and how? I don't do that. Yes, you can. I wouldn't recommend it. But one thing I want to say too is like, drop shipping is like just a fulfillment model, right? Like, don't rely on that too much. Your game plan should be, let's drop ship to just confirm, like if the market desires this product, once you get there, then try and brand it out and become an actual business, like quick. Like we do this in like a month. In a month, we see traction, box it up, send to America in a 3PL and just run it, right? Obviously do your testing. That's what dropshipping is there for, right? Do like an email blast. Say if you have an email list, do a quick email blast and see if people want it, and then use those signals to become like an actual brand. I did organic for 2 months, no sales, bought a mentorship too. First product on ads, I made 9 sales. Exactly. Like that's how it works. I feel like people just complain, right? Figure it out. How did you learn? YouTube and mistakes. Just kept messing up, kept burning cash, right? So that's why we have the community. Just, connect everyone, figure it out, or teach you guys as much as we can. PayPal not giving me my money. I have 12K locked. Dude, I had PayPal had 100K of mine, so it sucks, but like you just gotta deal with it. BLM, yes, miss. 31K in sales last year, 11K sessions, 1.67 conversion rate. You think I'm cooked? No, that's good. What's wrong with that? You have proof of concept. You're just like, there's something that's lacking in your funnel. There's something that that your ad is not communicating, that is why you're capped at that, right? Like, it just literally takes one tweak. I'll give you another example. I have a friend who runs a $10 million brand, right? In one of his ads, he changed one word, literally one word, and that ad does $20,000 in daily spend now. So think about that, right? How do I get an email list? So essentially the way it works is your Shopify store should have like a pop-up, right? When people reach, you give them a discount, you collect their email, right? That's what you want. What are your successful products? I can't talk about my products, my current products at least. My first brand that I've exited, I can talk about that though. And that was a retro gaming device that I found back last year. And I just went ham on that because I love video games. And like, that's one thing that I understand really well. So yeah. Any courses? No courses yet, but check out our free community. Trying to give as much value as we can, right? We've been getting so many messages to make a course, right? But like, we understand the stigma behind it. So like, we're trying to gauge it carefully, right? So that's one thing that we're trying to figure out. Like, how do we do it in the best way possible? How do we not waste our time as well? Like, dude, like we could just like not do it and make a lot of money doing our own thing. But like, we want to build a community. We think it's like, my partner and I, like we've always wanted to teach, right? So that's one thing that we're looking into. This good advice? Yeah, hell yeah, dude. People are just hating, man. People just complain. It's so annoying. Or mentors, how much money should I be spending on ads every day? I think I got this question before. I would say, like, dude, honestly, like, that's the beauty of the game, though. Like, you can spend less, like, if you want, right? You can spend $20 a day until you're confident enough to scale up, right? So, but for me, if I'm testing a new ad, I want at least $100 of spend on that ad, right? So think about that. Are peptides not worth selling? Supplements are great. Honestly, I'm not in the supplement space, so I don't know. I really want to get into it this year, though. But you got to do your research. I am... What is going on? Hold up. I'm struggling with ads. I checked and I have a 0.45 ROAS over all time. Dude, like, I think... How do I answer this? Like, if you have a 0.45, I think you should look at it this way. You have sales, right? Even though you're unprofitable, your ads are telling you something. What are your metrics looking like? What is your CTR looking like? If your CTR is high, that means that people are engaging with the video. If your CPM is high, that means that Meta, it's too expensive for you to advertise on Meta. That means that yours, it just isn't capturing enough attention, right? So like, you got to look at the metrics like a story. CPC, if your CPC is low, that means that people are clicking on your ad. That means that it motivates them to do that. So think about it like from a customer perspective. Don't think about it as like don't think about it with your own head. Think about like what the customer is seeing, right? So like, use that as a story, right? If all of your metrics are great, your CPM is low, right? Your CTR is high, your CPC is low, but your conversion rate is not there. People are not buying. That means that there's something wrong with your site itself, right? So think about it that way, right? What do you think about trading? I'm not in the trading game. I just do like long-term stock investments. So yeah. Any product validation tips? Yeah, 100%. Like check out our free community. We have a 30-page document that I've made for 6 to 7 figure clients. And like, that's literally my product research, kind of like the way I go about it. It's very manual. I don't use AI. I just literally sit and scrape. Like, you just sit, look at the meta ads library, look at what competitors are doing, look at TikTok comments, look at Reddit comments, and like, that's all there in the documents. Check that out. It's for free. Where can I get... Whoa. Nice. Spending $100 a day. Where can I get an email list without Shopify? You can't really buy an email list. I don't think that's legal. I think you might get in trouble. And also, if you spam people with the email list that isn't curated by you, your email is gonna get banned. You don't want that. I'm here for all the knowledge, and anyone saying otherwise just aren't doing it. Yeah, honestly, like, I respect that, bro. Like, I notice people will try it, they'll fail, they'll be like, dropshipping is a scam, mentors is a scam. But it's like, no, I know so many people doing it. We didn't give up. That's the only thing. Like, we put in 15 to 16 hours a day. I've had a full-time job. I've done 3-4 side business at the same time. One took off. I stuck with that all the way. Like, that's what you gotta do. Spending $100 a day can reach to how many people? I don't have the numbers, but if you go on Meta and you type in the budget, it'll show you. But like, that's not really important. Like, it's like how you should be asking, like, at $100, how cheap can you advertise to? Like, how cheap is it for you to advertise? How can you get that CPM lower by really resonating with your customer, right? Like, I know a guy, let me think of an example. Like, one of my brands, you're selling like baby bottle warmers, right? And we exited that brand as well. And in that one, we realized that we were first tailoring our ads to like women at home, like at home women that just wanted like their baby bottles warmed, right? We switched the ad perspective to a working woman, mom on the go, right? And our CPMs just dropped, right? Because we really resonated with that type of person. There's demand there. There's like a pocket there that we could capture. And then you just iterate and scale. How many products does it take to usually find a winning product? This question, it's like, I gotten this question a couple of times. I just don't think like it's a fair question. It really depends on you. Like, how much do you research, right? How much do you actually dig into like Reddit? How do you dig into TikTok? How do you dig into like competitors, meta ads library, right? And like, are you learning from each iteration, right? I found my first winning product after I did 4 products, and then I found after like the 4th one, right? Some of my friends, they've done 20 stores, they found on the 21st store, right? So really, it's all about you, right? It could be like your first, could be your 100th. I know a person that like took them a year, right, to just find their first winning product. So you never know. What's the most you've done in a month? I think like 400K in one of my earlier brands. Now I try to stay away from that like scale, like that massive scale right off the bat. We like building it very slow and steady, right? This one, like, this is the reason why my partner and I focus on this brand, because it's very evergreen of a niche, and we built it very, very slowly, right? Because we want to build it up to an exit, right? And like, what people want, what people that want to buy businesses want is they want a very like stable, boring business. They don't want like that scale pump and dump. Like, they don't want that. They want like gradual and then like stable, right? So that's what we're trying to do, right? Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Damn. Got you. My product is heavily requires explanation, education, influencers, marketing. Okay, nice. That's good. So you understand what your product needs. Scam alert, yes sir. Keep on complaining. Which product do you sell? I can't share that. I'm under contract for my brands. I cannot tell you, but I can share like my first one that I exited, which was a retro gaming device. High inscribing will red flag your email. So buying a list, yeah, exactly. I wouldn't recommend that. I went to events, spoke to customers, understood why they buy, how they plan on you. Exactly. This is what you want, right? This is exactly how you want to play it, right? You want to write everything down. Like, I email literally, if we see an ad working, we'll do an email blast and be like, yo, we'll get you a free gift. Tell us what you liked about the ad. Right? Tell us what you liked. And in their own words, whatever they write, we make that hooks. So think about that as well, right? Use a general store. Okay, let's check it out. Do you use one general store? Like, we have multiple brands. Like, I wouldn't say general store. Like, that doesn't work anymore, right? It has to be like a carve a niche. Like, if it's towels, make your store all about towels and that material and everything. So it has to be like, yes, you can make it a general store, but like, you got to organize it, segment it well, right? VSL only, no, I don't actually run any VSLs, but maybe I should. Can you run a product with a brand name on it? Yeah, 100% you can. Oh, wait, like somebody else's brand name? No, you can't do that. If it's your own brand name, yes. Flex ads are king. Yeah, flex ads are cool. Like, one thing that we realize is like, your media buying doesn't matter that much anymore. Like I'm sure you guys have seen this on YouTube as well, and they're right, right? Like it's like if your creative is strong, no matter what like media buying strategy that you put it under, like it should perform, right? Like there's nothing that's limiting your media buying. Maybe if your pixel has issues, that's one thing to be concerned about, but other than that, like it should be fine. When you say exited, you mean selling the business? Yes, correct. How do you make your ads? Just curious. Ooh, that's a long process, dude. I gotta make a video on that. Like that is a long process. Like we will obviously we have UGC creators, right? We source a lot of content. We have TikTok shop running, so we have affiliates making content for us, and like we have like templates that we give them from our winning scripts, and then we also ask them to be creative. That's one side, the TikTok shop side. We take their winning creatives, right? We throw them on Meta. We try that as well, but then we also try our own ideas. We do our own research, right? We do our own learnings on our ads, our own iterations, etc., etc. So it's a very long process. That's the hardest part, if anything, right? Let's see. Hey, just joined. How many stores you run at once? We have like five to six stores that we have currently, right? And we're also very focused on the coaching, mentoring. We just signed like a couple of people who have just started like their first ads, right? Launching their first stores as well. So we're also focused on that. What we do is like we build up a brand and then we try and hire people and they manage it full time, right? We do that again full time, and now we have some time to do some coaching. That's what we're looking to do. Okay, we got fitrainc.com. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like the entry. It's nice. I would fix up the quality of some of the pictures on the. This looks like an Alibaba. No, it's actually nice. Okay, you have a nice niche. I like it. There's definitely a market for this. There is definitely a market for this. Your problem might be, I don't know if you're only advertising in Canada. I would recommend doing it in the USA if you're not already. But like, yeah, you have great UGC. This is really good. I like this. Let's go to your product page, right? Ooh, I think that's where you're lacking. Yeah, your product page, right? You gotta make it look more branded. It looks so bland to me. You gotta add some like brand, like you gotta make it feel like I'm paying like $100, right? Like it has to feel that way. Like this chart, the 4 square chart you have, that's looking a little choppy. Let me think of a brand to give you an idea of how to model it. Let me think. It's a really good product page. I think, what was it called? No. Yeah, coffee. I think this one is very nice. Protein coffee. Yeah. Literally, go to javicoffee.com and see how they have their product pages like laid out, and try and replicate that for your brand, right? Like it just looks too it looks very cheap. Like you want it to look feel like have some pop, right? But like look premium, right? Like this text you have here, just too much text, right? Start off with think about your customer to be very, very dumb. Like start at the top and just be like, this is what the product is, like forbidden treat, but you should be like luxury candle, something for religion. Like you gotta add in some SEO at the top and have like 3 main value propositions. Like if you get this is what happens. You get this type of smell, you get this, you get that. Like maybe three to 4 words. Keep it very, very simple, right, at the top. Then work your way down. Let them check out right off the bat. Have some upsells if you want, right? Then have some UGC right under the checkout button. Check out the section store, right? And check out the UGC under the checkout button that they have, right? And add that there. It's like little boxes you can add, because like when they're underneath the add to cart, they're most primed to buy, right? Then you should have some overview, specifications, whatever, order details that you have that's fine, right? And then I would again throw some more UGC right under the body as they're scrolling. Know that 95% of people will convert right after the first top part, right? So you want to focus all your stuff there, right? And then body, yeah, you have UGC, that's great. Have some more value props, right? Have some testimonials, right? Have some more testimonials, right? But yeah, it's a quick rundown of like what I would do. Please put me on some remote work. Wait, is it dropshipping correct? It is dropshipping and branded dropshipping. And also we own like straight out brands where we have inventory ourselves. Which area do you sell? Only US, UK, and Australia, right? What do you market on? What's your main source of clicks? Meta, we're everywhere, dude. We're Meta, Google, TikTok, Pinterest, AppLovin, Axon, Untapped. It's like mobile game ads. Very good, right? How do you make your ads, bro? Dude, long process, man. I got to make a video on that. What do you market on? I think I already spoke about this. What industry is this? For me, or are you talking about, my industry? I'm in a lot of different niches, right? Are you dropshipping, doing branded? Both. We're doing both. Well, how much is domain cost? Like, I don't know, like $50. Bro's not like that. Sure. Post down the school, brother. Sorry, what exactly did you want in school? Can you remind me? Oh, how to make ads? Yeah, 100%. We're working on modules, right? We're totally doing that, right? We've seen how much demand is there. So trust me, we're working on that, right? Hi. Oh, shoot. I'm getting lost. Hold up. Wait. Oh my God. Damn. This is good. I need a mod or something. Hold up. What do you do? I do branded e-com. I do e-com, drop shipping, all that stuff. What industry is this? How long do your stores usually last before the product dies out? So like, okay, this is a good question. I disagree with you. I don't think products die out. Your ads die out. The total addressable market of your creative dies out. If you're targeting grandmas only, right, that will die out at a point, right? But then if you shift to grandpas or like a different like if you switch to a different persona, right, a specific persona, there's life there, right? Think about this. I'll give you another example. The astronaut projector. I'm sure all of you guys have seen that. There are people running it to this day. Because they've positioned their creatives to a different target audience or target persona, right? Think about that. Do you do it yourself? Yes, I do. I have a partner and we have a bunch of teams as well. I'm in Canada. I mostly sell to the US. Nice. Oh, so you're making this. That's really good. Yeah, you should have some UGC. You should have some content of your own, like making it, right? And like get organic presence that way. Yes, I do it myself. I have a team. Like we both, either or. Are you Indian? Be honest. Yes, I am Indian. I'm Indian Muslim. Yeah. Organic or ads. I get this question a lot. I'll answer it again. I feel like, dude, like organic, great for awareness, ads, great for sales, right? Like organics, you're shooting in the dark. Like you cannot rely on that for sales. I know some brands that they sell that retro camera. They have some really out of pocket ads that like capture attention, get some likes, get some engagement. Sure, people will buy. When you're running ads, Meta knows who will buy. They target those people, right? So ads and organic together do a great job. But yeah, section story, great. You have a section story. Yeah, use that. Check it out. Like there's some really good stuff there. Farfromnormalus.com. Hi, I'm new to dropshipping. I want to know how to get more traffic and sales. Yeah, I mean, broad question, but I feel like you want to get more traffic and sales. You gotta start running ads. You gotta start running ads and see what your ads are telling you, right? What are the metrics telling you? Where do you have to improve? It's like a machine, right? You have your front end, you have your back end. You got to make sure that you are driving traffic to your front end and you're fulfilling properly and taking care of your customers with customer support in the back end, right? Your front end, driving traffic through Meta ads, TikTok ads, Google ads, whatever, right? What is your conversion rate? What is your profitability? What are your creatives looking like? What is your customer looking like, right? You got to think about all that stuff, right? And if you want something more in depth, join the community. We have a document there on exactly what our process is, right? Check that out for free. If you have more questions, let me know. I appreciate you. I screen record this and we'll go ahead. Yeah, anytime, dude. Let me know. I love breaking down these sites live. They're pretty fun. Let's see. Why did you redeem it? Correct. Yes, those are my people. Our Facebook ads. Oh, wait, hold up. Okay. I got a website, another farfromnormalus.com. Let's check that out. Check out what that's looking like. Oh, did I spell it wrong? Farfromnormal.us.com. Yeah, it's not taking me to a right spot, dude. Sorry, it's not working for me. Our Facebook ads worth it? Yeah, 100%. Like Meta is king, right? Meta has the most audience, the biggest audience in the world. So Meta will always be king. Google is very consistent. Meta is for cold traffic, right? That's why it's hard to get. You got to capture people as they're scrolling. Google is people going to Google and searching up for a product. Of course, you're going to get sales off Google, right? Pinterest is a very long conversion cycle, right? People are scrolling, people have high purchase intent, but they take their time to make decisions. They look at it, they come back. You got to understand the platforms and respect them, right? What budget do you use to test? I do $100 per ad. I try and run up to $100 per ad, right? My product cost is $12 and I sell for $53 with discounts is usually $45. Yeah, that's good. That's times 3-ish, times 4-ish. Yeah, that's pretty good. Times 4 is good. I feel like if you're selling a low ticket item, it's just very hard to scale. So what I would recommend is bundle up a bunch of candles or like whatever your niche is, bundle them up, right? And just sell that only, or try driving traffic to that only, do some A/B testing, see how that works, right? Because like if you have $100 AOV, we try and make sure that we always do $100 AOV, right? Or plus, right? You're just able to scale, like you have more profit, right? And you're able to put more in ad spend and teach your pixel more, your ads learn more, and you get more sales. You requested to join your school, very excited to learn. Yeah, appreciate you, man. We hope to serve you. We hope that please engage with the community. Tell us what you want to see. That's like one pattern that we see is people are really trying to understand how to get started. That's where we're focused on. We're making modules, right, on mindset, financial literacy, right, how to get started with your first Shopify store, meta ads, just a quick, not quick, but pretty in-depth demos on how to do that, right? How often are you testing new product stores? Yeah, like honestly, like right now we have some stable brands already, so we don't need to do that much testing. But when you start off, like, yeah, you just got to keep going. You got to keep testing. Like we would do one every week, right? Our Facebook ad is worth it for beginners. Yeah, it's the best place to learn. That's where I started, where my partner started as well. So yeah, last 7 days, only 13 visitors. What are you charging? I don't understand. Are you talking to me? 13 visitors. No, 13 visitors. Dude, you're so dumb. 13 visitors right now, like live. Right? It doesn't show you how many actual sessions we had. I can show you how many sessions. That was 13 visitors at the time of the screenshot, right? You have VAs and what do they do? What do you work on for the brand? Oh, really good question. Yes, we have a lot of VAs, right? VAs mostly handle customer support. Say if you have a brand that has a lot of products, right? Lots of product listing, right? So we try and outsource that, right? And yeah, honestly, yeah, that's about it. It's a pretty lean business. That's what's great. You don't need to hire that many people. We have a Google teams, we have email marketing teams. They do all that type of stuff. But like VAs, mainly for customer support, product listing, stuff like that. Why'd you redeem it? Funny guy. Funny dude. One product stores. Dude. Yeah, 100%. Like there's so many stores that start off as one product stores. They can work, but you need some unique mechanism for your store itself, right? You got to make sure that if you're doing one product store, it better be like a wow product, right? And I would always recommend trying to add more products. Like here's another story for you. I know a guy, Dante Timpano, I don't know if you've heard of him, but like what he did was he had a product that was doing decent. It did really well. Then it kind of slumped down for a bit. And all he did was went to the supplier. He's like, hey, I know my customers want this type of improvement in the product. They made a new batch, 100 units, brought it to America and started advertising that. Literally just one change that scaled them like crazy. Right? So like one product stores can work, but I will always recommend try and add in more SKUs, right? More products. Right? But yeah, really good question. Really good questions. I like these questions. Oh, we got a lot of questions. Hold up. Holy crap. 1 sec. Damn. One product stores. Thoughts on college? Yeah, no, always go to college. Always go to university. Don't skip out on education. Never leave your job. Don't leave your job. Don't not study, right? Make sure you're stable and then start this as a side thing, right? Don't go all in on it. Have $5,000 set aside and give it a shot, right? How many ads do you test? Dude, we test like 20 ads a day, right? We're making 20, 30 ads a day, right? Try our best to put out as many ads as possible, different angles with intention though. Not like just like churn out ads. Put them in with intention, right? So yeah. My OV is 130. Amazing. 130 is great. You get repeat sales. That is beautiful. Word of mouth is underrated, right? You're selling a good product, good service. People will come back to you. Don't treat it like a get rich quick scheme. Treat it like an actual business and you will kill it. How do you test? Give me some more info on that, please. I have a drink that's healthy alternative to hydration and I'm having a hard time tagging every day. What do you mean? Like you're selling a drink that's a healthy alternative? That's great. That's good. There's definitely a need for anything in the health niche, but you're having a hard time tagging. I don't know what tagging means. Tagging people. I don't understand what that means. Sorry. I just need to learn how to run ads properly and use the data I have to figure out meta. Yeah, 100%, dude. Hundreds of tutorials on that online. Let me know if you have any specific questions. Do you test ads in the same ad set and campaign? Really good question. That's a good question. I don't want to stress. I want to stress that like your media buying strategies aren't that important right now. Your creative is, right? But the way I usually do it, have a CBO for testing, right? Anytime you have a new batch of ads that you've made, right? Make a new ad set, but they should all be like of the similar like intent, right? So they should all be of the same like angle, right? So that might be like moms on the go, right? All your ads should be about that in one ad set. That way that if Meta gives spend to like that ad set, that means that there's something in that angle that is special, right? So treat it like a story. How many sales for 30 days example? 30 days, let's see here. How much did we do in the last 30 days? I think it was going pretty good. 30 days we have done, let's see, 30 days. We did about 1,355 orders in the last 30 days. And that's a total of 147K for this brand. This is a newer brand. We're doing like a test for the community, trying to show them like, how we scale from 0 to 100, right? Live. But yeah, what's your advice for someone starting? Honestly, I would say go on YouTube, learn the fundamentals, learn marketing fundamentals, learn business fundamentals, have your cash flow ready. Don't rush into it. Do everything with intent. honestly, anyone on YouTube is good. We have a free community that starts people off, right? We have a document that shows you our product research process, so check that out. Let's see. Let's see. What do we have here? Dropshipping, yes, sir. Yeah, dropshipping, we have a brand as well where we order inventory up front, right? Far from... I'll check it out. Oh, I see the dot wasn't there. Okay. I will check it out. Well, I need money right away, so I'm putting all my money into it. I wouldn't recommend that. Is this dropshipping? Yes, sir, it is. And branded dropshipping, and we have our own brand where we order inventory. How many camps is too many for the same product? You don't need... You should have a campaign per country, right? So one for USA, one for Australia, one for UK, right? You don't need multiple camps for different products. Yeah, CBO, 100%. All the big guys will tell you CBO. I've talked to a bunch of people. They'll recommend that. Thoughts on IG for boost for followers? Stay away from automated stuff. Stay away from fake followers. Don't do that. Comps. What's a comp? Can you tell me? Competitors. Oh, that's what you're saying. How many comps is too many? Don't think of it that way. I think the way you should think about it is like, if there are competitors, even if there's 10, 20, that means that there's something special about that product, right? That means that there is a proof of concept there. So give it a shot, right? I think that's the way you should see it, right? And there's always a market to capture. There's always some persona to capture. You need to go on Reddit. You got to see what people are saying about like that niche, about that industry, what are the lackings that these people are facing, and how do you serve them this product to fix that, right? That's what people usually say, like find a product that solves a problem, but like, yes, but also you need to know how to serve people that product, right? But yeah, what do you do with your winning ads? Scale them up and do learnings on them. Like try to understand what is special about those winning ads, right? What if you're testing multiple products in one test campaign? Wouldn't ad set be better? Ad set is just too much to manage. Like at scale is just not feasible, right? So I wouldn't recommend ad set ABO at all, right? We tried ABO. We tried target ROAS as well. That's a new feature that not many people have access to because you need to have like 50, 100 conversion events in the last week, and then you have access to target ROAS. But like, I would say like CBO is just more scalable. Like you cannot manage that many ad sets when you're running a whole business, right? So I would suggest that. Where am I located? I am in Canada, my friend. But yeah, good questions. Damn. Good questions. Okay, try to add video. Okay, great. Everything else is covered. Do you combine countries and ad sets or target separately? Every country should have its own campaign. Make sure that's the case, right? But yeah, good questions. I think we have a lot of viewers here. I can't tell. I don't know how TikTok Live works, but like, yeah, what we do here, we talk about ecom, we talk about 7-figure tips, how we scale multiple brands to 7 figures. We've been in the game since 2020, right? Recently just exited a couple brands, and now we're looking for, trying to coach people. You had 90 viewers. Ooh, that's a big deal. Damn. Okay. Hopefully they learned something, but yeah, good stuff. No, I'm not in the clothing niche. I am not. That is a really good niche, though. I have a friend that runs it. It's TUYEN. He runs that brand. He is a killer in the space. Really, really cool brand. Really good packaging, right? And one thing about people in the clothing niche is they are passionate. You got to be passionate if you're in that, right? I don't know anyone that like just able to do it for money unless it was a general store back in 2020, right? So clothing, really good. You got to really dial in on like identity, right? So there's like levels to like, sophistication, market sophistication, right? That is the most, like, it's like a Rolex. If you're selling a Rolex, right? It's not about mechanisms. It's not about watch or clock or time. It's about like the feeling that you get, like the person that you become when you wear a Rolex. So that's what you want to sell, like comfort, CMFRT, right? Massive clothing e-commerce brand, DTC only. Dreamers Club, same thing. I love Dreamers Club. I buy from there, right? OVO as well. When you're buying OVO, like you're buying it because of the identity, right? So how would you create that identity? Dude, that is what marketing is all about, right? You got to think about yourself. Like that's why it's passion. It's about passion, right? You got to be passionate about your clothes, the clothes you wear, right? Like my friend who does that, he's all about like motorsports and stuff, right? So like that's what his clothing kind of identity is about, right? That kind of like grit, right? So you got to like go after that. There's another brand I was looking into. Comfort is one, Dreamers Club is one, D2C, forget is another one, but like, Oodie's another one, right? Oodie's a great brand. You guys know about Davey Fogarty or whatever, right? That guy is like one of the OG Shopify guys, right? I think 100 million plus in sales, right? Now he has licensing deals. And like, it was just like that was a cool mechanism that he added to the clothing. Like it was like a big like sweater, like whatever with a hoodie and stuff. Like it was like a blanket sweater or whatever. And like, that was his cool mechanism, right? So clothing have to have a story behind it, not just selling clothes. Exactly, right? People want to buy the identity. Like if you're buying OVO, you're buying it because you love Drake's music, et cetera, right? So yeah, good questions though. I enjoy the clothing space. It's hard. I would not get into it. But yeah, unless I like felt like, I don't know, if it was something movie related, because I love movies, or video game related, I love video games. Like if there's something cool I could do there, totally, right? But you gotta feel that. That's the thing, right? But yeah, good questions. Good questions. How long has this live been on? I think I should hop off, but I feel like people are asking really good questions. What would you advise for a brand's item to become an everyday item? What platform? Meta. Meta is your go-to, dude. Meta is your go-to. TikTok is impulse purchases, usually lower ticket, right? I would suggest Meta. A lot of people on Facebook, there are a lot of old people with a lot of buy power, a lot of disposable income. Go to Meta, right? Instagram is also kind of like a mid-aged audience, so think about that as well, right? But yeah. How many campaigns do you have running constantly? One for testing, evergreen, and retargeting. One testing, one scale. That's it. Keep it simple. Don't mess it up. Don't confuse your pixel, right? Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. But yeah, don't forget to check out the site. What is your site again? Sorry, can you remind me? Do you have running? Yeah, I think I answered that. Good questions. Good questions. Good questions. Good questions. Ugh. Oh, what the heck? Inactivity? Nah, bro. I'm right here. What the heck? Who motivated you to do this? Oh, that's a great question. I like this question. Let's get like a little cycle, like a little personal here. I like this question. What motivated you to do this? Honestly, like, how do I answer that? I feel like I've always been like a grinder. I saw this and I just executed, right? Like there's a friend I had who I was tutoring back in university for software engineer, data science or whatever, right? And like he's like, dude, I can't do this. And he just like dropped out and he just went missing for like a year straight. Then he pops out and he's making like 7 figures online. I'm like, what is going on? This guy was in my dorm a year ago. That's insane. Saw what he was doing. I was like, you know what? I got to give this a shot. I was working a full-time job at the time, making well above 6 figures, but I was like, you know what? I still want to try this. Scaled up my first brand to 2.5 million in the first 8 months, right? That brand got taken down by Nintendo, but I was still able to exit. That was really interesting, right? And then now I've met with my partner who's in Chicago, and now we are scaling multiple brands together. But yeah, to start with, how many ads and ad sets do you recommend? One CBO, try 5 ad sets, 6 ads in each ad set. How fast do you think you can reach? Do you think, I don't like this question. Wait, there's a question I want to address. How fast do you think I can reach 25K in profit? Like, I don't know anything about you. I don't know anything about your brand. I don't know anything about your work ethic. I don't know anything about your fundamentals. I don't know anything about your cash flow. I don't know anything about your niche. I can't answer that. Do you guys also help with that meta advertising part to get product on the platform? Like, what is it banned? Is that why? Is that what you're asking? We have resources for that, but like, if you're in a dangerous niche, I've been banned by Meta before. It's hard to get going. How much should your budget be for daily testing? I would say $100 a day for daily testing. Scale up the testing campaign too. Don't be afraid of that, right? As you add more ad sets, think about it this way. You're adding multiple ad sets. You only have $100. If you have 50 ad sets, that distribution is going to be really bad, right? So make sure that you're cutting out ads frequently, right? If an ad is not working, cut it out, right? And let the ad spend distribute. I'll give you an example of that. We had one ad that was getting all spend that was unprofitable, right? It was distributing a little bit to the next ad, right? But that ad was profitable. We cut out that highest spender and bam, this was profitable and started funneling like crazy. So meta ads sometimes optimize for engagement. Be aware of that, right? And cut out ads if they're not working for you, right? I would say maybe even take a step back and visit the ad account every 3 days. Don't make rush decisions. Make sure that you're looking at it like a weekly basis and a monthly basis, right? Damn, save some bread for us too. Dude, it's for all of us, man. It is for all of us. How long does it take? For what exactly? For what exactly, my friend? What is CBO? Campaign budget optimization. It is basically where you set the budget in the campaign, right? Campaign set or whatever, and it'll choose which ad to distribute it to, right? It's just a very efficient way to scale. When you start this, I started this like, dude, I've been trying it since 2020, scaled multiple brands since 2020, right? So what type of ad platform should I do for Valentine's Day gifts? Never do seasonal. Do not do seasonal. I don't recommend that at all. One of my first products was like a Valentine's Day item, right? I would not recommend it because once it's gone, it's gone. Like you can't do anything with it, right? So I would not recommend that. So this is why I'm scared of CBO. Meta can just get spent. Yeah, that's true, but like that's your best bet. Like it's Meta is doing the best they can with the data that it has. Think about it this way. Take it to yourself. Don't blame it on Meta. Be like, yo, what is my ad doing? What is my ad saying? What is my product page saying? Right? What car do you drive? It's nothing crazy. It's I don't want to. I live very lean. Right? Check out my it's in my TikTok. But sensitive questions. How much money have you made this year? Sensitive question. I'm gonna have to check. I'm not gonna lie. We invest very heavily back into the coaching program and back into the businesses. So I live very, very lean. What are your thoughts on Jordan Welch as a mentor? Dude, I love mentors. Like I genuinely have spent, like I always say, 10K plus on mentors, right? And I've gotten value out of all of them, right? I think the issue is you guys think, or many people think, that you go to a mentor, you expect a done for you service. That's not how it works. That will never work. The reason why is because if they do it for you and they take a step back, your business will fall flat right off the bat, right? So like you gotta like, when they tell you to do something, do it yourself. Be like, no, I want to do this, learn it, and then iterate, right? Iterate. So that's what we've done. It's always been successful for us. We've paid TikTok mentors. I've paid the Evolve fee, whatever, 1.5K per, every month, right? I've done that. I've done the entire Evolve course, right? So like, think about that. Like, don't blame the mentors, right? Like look at yourself. Like there's obviously something you're not doing that they're doing, right? So think about that, right? What is your thoughts on Jordan Welch I just answered that. You live in GTA? Yes, sir. Is this live? Yes, sir. For winning ads from your test campaign, do you just duplicate into the scaling campaign? Yeah, like just take the ad, duplicate it to your scaling, right? And how do you scale? Do you just increase budget 30% every few days? What budget do you start with? Yeah, like genuinely, yeah, that's it, right? Just every few days, scale it up, scale it down. Really just depends on your, like where your metrics are, right? How do you start this? Give me tips. I think I can't give you like the whole kind of like the way that we do it, right? You're gonna have to go to our community, see. We have an intro 30-page document there, right? Check that out, right? It's something that I made for 6 and 7 figure clients that are now 6 and 7 figure clients, and like that's how they got started. Park research, exactly how we do it. Manual research. Don't rely on AI. So yeah, check that out. How do you know how to kill a cough? Go to the doctor. The campaign. How do you know how to kill a campaign? Kill ads. Never kill a campaign. Never kill the ad set either. Kill ads if you can. Can I turn an ABO to a CBO, or do I need to make a new campaign? Okay, I feel like I want to. This is good. This is telling me I should really preface this in the community and prioritize this. Your media buying does not matter. Your media buying literally does not matter. Like people charge $2,000, $3,000 for media buying. That stuff does not matter, right? Your creative matters. Don't worry about ABO. Don't worry about CBO. Focus on creative. Throw it in there. And if it's good, it will print. And I'm telling you, it took me so long to learn this, right? So keep that in mind. Every winning ad I've tried scaling, every winning ad I've tried scaling, like that means that like it's not a scalable concept. That ad that you have in that ad set, whatever, is not scalable. It doesn't resonate with enough people. The way I like to see this is like, if you see a post while you're scrolling and it's a funny post and it reminds you of a friend, you resonate with that and you send it to them, you repost it, right? That is a scalable concept because it has 1,000 shares, 1,000 likes, whatever. You're thinking about it like as a person trying to sell. You're not thinking about it as like a creator. It's a creative, right? So think about that. What if you find a winning ad, you duplicate ad set and turn off all other ads? Like honestly, the way it usually works is like if you duplicate an ad and like it's a powerful ad, powerful concept, it will suck up the spend. It will suck it up. So you don't need to worry about turning off this and that, unless it's unprofitable, right? But I need help with Facebook. It's not working. I got ads and everything, but still no sales. join the community. We are offering mentorships, etc., etc. We have a lot of free resources. DM me, I'll try and give you tips. But the reason why I'm directing you to community is because like there are people that are also struggling with your problems and they can maybe help you out. I'm just very, very busy. I wish I could give everyone the time, but yeah, if you have any questions right now, I could give you some direction. Right. Can you still be profitable starting e-com in Canada? I mean, like, yeah, you can start it in Canada, but like you have to advertise to the USA. That is the biggest market in the world. Like Canadians shy away from that. It's fine. It's fine to say that. It's fine to say USA has the best economy in the world, right? Make use of that. Stop complaining, make use of that, right? Have you used ChatGPT for business? Oh, of course. But like, again, using AI to perfect your craft, not to rely on it, right? Like if you have an image that you want to generate, make sure that it is for your customer. Like make sure you're prompting it with like precision, right? Like we have like so many frameworks, so many templates that like we use for like learnings, right? Like Gemini, you can upload videos in that. So anytime we have a winning ad, we throw it in Gemini and we're like, hey, we give it a detailed prompt to like extract as much value as we can. So that is one thing that I also want to release to the community. But yeah, I have like 4 winning products right now. About to start ads up. Oh, congrats, dude. That's what I like to see. That's how it should be. It's hard to get a winning creative for a clothing brand. Oh, 100%. But I don't know. That's interesting because like, I don't know. I've seen people that like literally throw like an image of an ad and it just goes crazy. So I don't know. Are animal slippers still the method? Don't think like that. I don't want you to think like that. I do not want you to think like that because like, hold up. Are animal slippers still the method? I think every product has potential. It is how you market it, right? It is literally how you do your research, how you go on Reddit, how you go through TikTok comments, how you sit there and grind it out. And that is the only way to make this into an actual business. Otherwise, you might get lucky with an ad. You might get lucky with Calidata ripping off ads and trying it on Meta, trying it on TikTok, whatever, right? But like, it is not a business then because it will boom and then boom. Like I've been there. Me and my partner have spun up so many stores and like we've had those successes and like, bam, it just drops, right? Like now we are focused on building like stable, slow growing businesses because when we want to exit, that's what those people want. They want a year of financial history and they want to see like how stable your business is. That's what they want. So yes, to answer your question, animal slippers can be the method, but do you have a business strategy behind that, right? Where are you from? I am living in Canada right now, my friend. Sounds good. I'll join the community. Yep, appreciate you, bro. Try and give us feedback. Try and do engagement as much as you can. Try and tell us like what you want to see, right? We're trying to collect as much data as we can on like what people actually want to see, and we're trying to like tailor courses, like free courses and free modules to people for that reason, right? Like based on what they want to see. How much is one-on-one mentorship? Hop in a call with us. We will take a look at your business, where you're at, and we'll give you transparent offer and like, you know, how we think that this will go, right? It is not a done for you service. It is a mentorship. So please keep that in mind. How hard is it to create a website while keeping my product secret from the one who's helping? Ooh, that's a really interesting question. I would recommend, dude, honestly, like, you should do everything in your business. Like, don't outsource it to anyone yet. You're not there yet, right? Start with your product, your ads, your website. Don't outsource it, right? Once you have learned the entire process, then you obviously will build a team as you're doing that, right? And then outsource it slowly to the trusted people. So like right off the bat, I feel like it's not that big of a risk though, because like how do you know your product's a winner? Right? If your product is a winner, then I'd get it. But like, you don't know that yet. So like people probably on Fiverr usually don't care, right? And even if they do rip it off, if your advertising and your marketing is like peak, right? If it's proper, then they can't outbid you, right? Think about it this way, right? Why is it that when you rip off an ad from the Meta ads library, run it on your own account, it doesn't work? Why is it that other brands are scaling with the same ads? That is because these competitors have so much spend and engagement on their ads that resonate with their customers. If a new person comes in, Meta knows, dude. They're not dumb. They know what you're doing. You just won't get that, you won't get that traction, right? Because they know what you're doing. So you need to come up with unique concepts, right? People get ads ripped off every single day. You get DMCA. I know this guy that runs, what's that brand? The ice bath brand or whatever. I forget what it's called. But he has a team that goes out and DMCAs people all the time. Right? They have teams built for that. So it's not the way to think about it, right? So when you have a ubiquitous marketing strategy, right, that is the way to go, right? So don't worry about competition that much. If there is competition, that means that there's validation for your product. Is it bad to use ChatGPT for help on meta ads? No, again, use AI to perfect your craft. Use AI to perfect your craft. Use ChatGPT all the time to get scripts out, right? But don't just copy paste. See what it's saying. see who your person is, who you're trying to target in your ads, in your script, in your copywriting, whatever. I want to do a course on copywriting. I think it's such an underrated skill, copywriting. Like the way that even your hooks should sound and how it should be like a slippery slope where it's like after the first line, the person should be so intrigued that they keep watching because every second counts in that sentence, right? So like ChatGPT is great. Claude is great for copywriting. Gemini is great for image generation. But yeah, we don't like the US, but let's keep it real. That's 86% of my customer base and everyone's customer base, man. Like people need to keep it real, man. Like stop hating on everything. Just like learn from it and try and make it the best you can. Try and make yourself the best you can, right? Okay, hold up. A lot of questions came in. Hold up. Where are you from living in Canada, my friend? Have you used natives on native platforms outside of Meta? Like native ads, like image ads, or what do you mean exactly? Sorry, can you clarify? How do you know when to pause the campaign? I'm not sure how to best navigate the metrics to know when to stop. Ooh, good question. Like I would say never pause your campaign. Pause your ad sets, right? If your ad is spent $100, at least it depends on your AOV, right? If it's a high AOV product, a high margin product, you need to obviously let it spend like at least up to your product price, right? And then you can cut it. Right. But if it's a low AOV product, if it's spent $100, it's like, yo, like there's something wrong there with your funnel, right? With your ad, etc. Right. So you would close the ad, let the Meta campaign distribute to the other ads, right? Is it okay to use old Instagram posts as Meta ads or do you create ads? Yeah, I use both. Like, yeah, use your Instagram posts, use your own custom ads, should be fine. Like don't overthink it to that T, right? Don't overthink it that much. Like your goal is to get them to click. Right. And whether that be through an ad that you make custom, an ad that you have, something. Join my fan club. Wait, how did that happen? Anyways, yeah. What made you start ecom? Money, dude. Money. And honestly, another thing, I was a software engineer. And like, I don't know if you guys remember, software engineering industry was like in 2020, like it was booming. It was booming. Everyone is living their best life. Everyone was, like working from around the globe and whatnot. Right. And I was just like, I wanted a piece of that. And I was a chemical engineer grad. And I'm like, how do I get in there? I worked for free. I did internships for free. I grinded. Got some internships, started working full-time as a software engineer at a startup, right? And then I realized that then when the AI boom happened, I realized that we're getting like juiced for our work ethic. Like I was like literally like forced to like work like 12 to 13 hours. It was garbage. I hated it, right? And like that's when I'm like, wait, something needs to change. I need something else. So I started a side hustle. I started a YouTube channel. I used those video editing skills to start like an ecom brand, right? That brand took off 2.5 million, right? And yeah, that's what the history looks like. So that's what made me start ecom. What is the least amount you'll spend on Meta ads? I don't know how to answer that. Like you mean before I cut an ad? I would say like once your ad hits $100 and spending is unprofitable, I would cut it. But also depend on your AOV. Product research strategies. Is this Harold? Is this my boy Harold? Wait, check. Silly cash. I might be wrong. I don't know if this is. Anyways, tell me if you're Harold. But product research strategies, dude, we have a free doc in the community, 30 pages long that I've made myself, no AI usage. That highlights literally what I do for product strategies. Go check that out. Did you go to university? Yes, I went to University of Waterloo, chemical engineering. Let's see. What is the least? I think I answered this. Why sell courses? We don't have any courses for sale right now. I don't trust you making money if I'm not selling any courses. Also, I want to speak to this. Wait, there's a lot of comments here, but I don't trust you if you ain't making money. You ain't making money if you're selling courses. I'm not selling any courses. That's the first thing. But second, do you guys know about Evolve? Like, if you don't know about Evolve, you don't know anything about the e-com space. Those guys are killers. Spencer and Sean are insane. Dante is insane. They all run communities. They all have courses and they all have their brands. Their courses are 1.5K a month, right? I've done those courses. Amazing course. Some of the best money I've ever spent. It's about, you guys aren't getting it. It's about when you're at this stage, it's about time is money, right? Like, why not monetize your knowledge? Why not do that? Right? It's fun talking about this stuff. So like, why not monetize it? So that's one mindset that I just don't agree with, right? What are the margins you're getting in that's a good question. E-com margins usually 30 to 50%, right, of your revenue, right? And it's all dependent on your AOV, your how good your ads are, et cetera, et cetera. So I would say I'll give you a range 30 to 50 across all brands. What's your customer return rate? Really good question. We try and hit a 10% customer return rate. We're at 8% for this brand specifically. You are generally trying to help people and are giving advice. Most people have to have a fake screenshots. Yeah, dude, honestly, what are you gonna do about the hate? I don't really care. I just will keep yapping. I have a good time talking to you guys. Let them say what they want. Every time I run ads, it's over $5 CPC on the first day. Yeah, you got to let your ads stabilize though. You got to let your ads stabilize. You got to let Meta do its thing. Let Meta do its learnings, especially if you have a new account, new ads, new campaign, whatever. It takes about 5 days. Google literally, when you start a new ad in Google, literally has a learning phase. Like it's so up and down. But Google is very stable. I will say it's warm. That's warm traffic. That's why. Cold traffic is hard to get stable. Your ad needs to resonate. That's the word. Like it needs to speak to the customer. Like when you see that, you have to be like, whoa, like that ad is for me. That is the only thing that works right now in 2025, 2026, right? Am I gray hat if I have... Dude, I don't know. Can somebody explain to me what gray hat and black hat is? I actually don't know what that is. Like, I think black hat is like when you're doing something illegal, but I don't really know what that means. What do you think of static ads? Static ads are amazing. Let's talk about this. I love static ads and video ads, right? I like to think of it this way. Think about Call of Duty, right? Think about marksman method and sniper method. That's what I want you to remember. Marksman method is like when you have a marksman gun or whatever, it's like burst. It's a burst shot. Sniper is like you're sniping and bam, one big shot, right? Static ads are your marksman method, right? You can get 10 to 20 static ads made in like an hour, right? That is your marksman where you're taking targeted shots, and not targeted, sorry, like a broader shot on an angle. Working moms on the go, working business professional moms, et cetera. That is what your image ads can do, right? That's one angle you made with your image ads. Second angle might be working dads for this product, right? Another ad, a couple ads you made with static ads. You have maybe 5 to 6 ad sets now with 5 to 6 angles, right? All static ads. Meta will spend on one ad set. That is your winning ad set. That is how you know what to snipe then, right? Meta has now spent on women on the go, right? Now I can snipe it. I can make a video around that concept. Think about it that way. Try and structure everything. Try and make it a process, right? Give you an example. I know a brand that was selling humidifiers, right? They're selling humidifiers, and they tried 3 different ad angles with images, right? One was about it being like endorsed by doctors. One was about its like efficiency, and one was about it being stainless steel. The stainless steel ad took off with images, right? What they did was, first of all, that ad itself spent like, I think 10 to 15K, right? After that, they made one video about the stainless steel aspect, took off again. When you start seeing these patterns, that is the way to become like successful on Meta. It's hard for us too. Like that is the point of the game. They made the game hard because think about how many people have AI tools, right? Think about people are making AI ads on the daily, right? They have to make it this way where it's like, if you're making ads, they better be quality, they better speak to people. That brand then took the stainless steel video ad to to target it to kids, to moms, to dads. The kids one took off, bam. They found out their target persona, people that want humidifier. Think about wants. What do people want? That's what your research should tell you, what people want. People in this category wanted stainless steel humidifiers that were like had health effects for kids, right? That was their winning pocket. They took over, made like millions. Hopefully that wasn't too long, but I love talking about that story. Product research strategies. Check out the doc in the community. It's for free. 30 pages, exactly how I do my product research and how I find it. I'm a beginner and invest $50 in Ethereum, and now it's down like 5%. I'm not in crypto. I liquidated all my crypto. If I have 2K, what's a good way to start? 2K is enough. 2K is a good way to start. 2K is a great way to test a couple of products, learn the Shopify ecosystem, learn Meta ads. YouTube is your best friend. Join the community. We're going to start putting out free content. Check that out. Okay. Let's see. Do you rip content? Hold up. Lots of questions here. Holy crap. Hold up. I'm going to try and answer as much as these. My bad. Okay. Not Harold. Oh, okay, my bad. I keep thinking you're Harold, and my friend like has the same initials as you. The only reason I don't make sales is because of my website design. I don't know what app to use for my store. Shrine, dude. Shrine is your best friend. Also, I know sites that are garbage and they have a really good creative and they convert. That is the key there, right? What format are you running mainly? Can you tell me more about format? Sorry, I'm not sure what you mean by format, like video or image. We run both. Can you recommend apps for website design? Yeah, 100%. All the tools we use are in the doc in the community. Check that out. It's for free. Ads. What do you think of old money clothing brand? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that idea actually, but just you be passionate about it. Don't go after money for clothing brands. Make sure you actually care about like what you're selling, because again, what I wanted to say for this is like, you got to understand marketing levels of sophistication, right? So you got to understand that like when you're selling clothes, watches, this and that, it's all by identity. That's the only thing that takes off. There's no like mechanism anymore for this saturated market of clothing and watches. Like if you're buying a Rolex, you're buying the identity of a successful entrepreneur, right? So like think about that, right? Okay, lots of follows. Appreciate you guys. I think we're I don't know how many, I don't know how well the live is doing, but I'm just yapping here. Okay, what is your main ad format right now? Static to video ratio. Again, I don't know if you heard my yap on marksman and sniper methods, but like even one thing I like to do is actually have a separate campaign for images. I also do that sometimes, right? Because like usually video sucks up all the spend, right? Images, it'll tell me what concept is working, and then I make that concept into a video ad. Europe content, not anymore. We used to, obviously, back in the start, but like we try to make our own because like it just usually doesn't work. Like think about it this way. People might get lucky with Calo data ads and ripping and whatnot, right? But like usually there's somebody that gets to it first. Like if there's something doing well on Calo data, that guy will like the second it happens, some guy will throw it, and that ad is now saturated, right? The CPM will just go extremely high if you try and do that. You might get a sale here and there, but it's not scalable because somebody has already tapped that market, right? Should one start off with one single main product always? Yeah, I think in testing, that's the smartest way to do it. Think about niches instead of products. Try and go the niche route instead of products, right? Try and find like a niche, like women's niche, and like maybe, I don't know, some type of women's health type niche, and like like there's many products you can go into that, right? As long as you know it's an evergreen niche. If it's a need like health, sex, control, right? Any of those desires, right? If you try and target a product that serves that desire, right, you'll probably do good. If I create an online store, is it normal? I got no sales in 3 days. Yeah, it should be normal. That means there's a problem with your ad or your conversion funnel, right? I should break that. I want to break that down. That's why I have people sending me their sites, and like I'm trying to break them down live. But yeah, he's involved. Yeah, I've done Evolve. Do you know how long it takes for someone who just started to get payout? Like payout, like do you have sales, right? Usually it's I think 2 to 5 days from Shopify. But yeah. Oh yeah, correct. That's a really good meta long form copy on image native ads. Amazing. Really good, because like if you create that really captures the older audiences, right? Like if they're scrolling and they see like a normal looking picture that like is a part of their feed, and there's like a long description for it, they'll read through that story, and as they're reading in their head, they're psychologically getting convinced, right? And then as they reach the bottom, they're like, wait, like this product actually resonates with me. So that's how you want to capture them with long form copy on images. Really good meta. I want to make a video on that as well. How do you find winning niche? Think about things that are evergreen. Think about things in your towels, things like that, like very like things that you need on a day-to-day basis, right? Simple things, but if there's a unique twist that you can add on it, right? Really good way to do it. Like we were in the baby niche for a bit, right? We added like a bunch of different baby products that are unique, but like, bottle cleaners, but they look very unique, right? He's an evolver. Yes, sir. Evolve. Yes, sir. So CBO always. Yeah, I'd recommend CBO always. I wish that was real. He's talking about CarePod. Yeah, correct. Yeah, you got it. I can be the mod if you want. I think I'm good. Help me get buyers, man. I need more details. Let's see what else we got. Okay. Let's see. Hold up. Sorry. Yeah, bro, we get it. You've done Evolve too, man. You're a cool guy. We got it. Help me get buyers. What are your thoughts on high tickets? Oh, I love high ticket dropshipping. I love it. I think it's such a untapped thing. I think when people are doing dropshipping, they're scared of high ticket purchases. But if your funnel is proper, if you have a proper backend, right, don't be afraid. Like we just hired an email team for one of our brands that will go and scrape and outreach a bunch of different those big organizations that buy bulk products, right? And we're gonna set deals with them. And we already sold to a bunch of different I can't say the name of the institutions that we've sold to, but one example could be a fridge, right? Like we've sold these specific freezers to this specific not factory, but this person who wanted it. I can't take the name of that institution, but now they only order through us, right? For these refrigerators, right? So high ticket, really good. Dropshipping personal brand, no. We have a coaching program and we have a bunch of different brands. Thanks for the follow, dude. What are some Shopify apps you recommend? Go to the community. All the apps you use are in the 30-page document in the community. It's for free. Check it out. A mechanism for closing. Yeah, dude, you do your own live, bro, since you know so much, man. Got you, W. What category of sale would you recommend to sell as a starter? Women's niche. I think it's amazing, right? Anything health related, right? Amazing, right? Check out, even women's clothes do really well. Check that out. 91 people. Oh, sick. Hike, footwear, running, new mech for shoes. Nice, dude. Sick. Not true. 500K. Great, dude. Keep ripping and get a DMCA and then give people the wrong info, man. How did you manage paying yourself and also reinvesting into more? Oh, really good question. That is such a good question. Cash flow is key. We're getting a module out specifically on cash flow, right? Like, and credit. I feel like that's not talked about enough. Like how you need to be prepared for scale and how you need to be prepared like financially before you even get into like, you got to start by treating it like a business off the bat, right? But in terms of like paying ourselves, we try and live very lean. We will only like pay ourselves after Q4, right? Maybe take a couple K, 2K, 3K, whatever monthly, right? But live as lean as possible because we always try and exit our brands, right? We try and build it up, stable, slow, right? Like a slow growth. Because obviously when we first started, we were just getting pumps and dumps. We don't want that. We build like a slow brand because when people want to buy your brand, they want to see that growth. They want to see that like line of like just like stability, right? They want clean books. You got to hire accountants. You got to clean the books. You got to be on top of your finances. So that's what we wait for. And that's our big payday, right? When we exit brands. What do you think about native image ads? Amazing. I just spoke about native image ads. Amazing because as somebody's scrolling through Facebook, TikTok, and it looks like it looks like part of the platform that they're on. It's just easier to sell, right? Advertorials, great. Okay, I want to talk about advertorials, right? Advertorials this is how I see it. Once you find a winning concept, right? Like W mentioned CarePod, right? Once you find a winning concept, make a video around that, right? That video starts to do good, right? Then you can get to advertorials, right? You can speak to your customers and figure out what exactly is going on in this ad that they like. Make an advertorial behind that. They're already convinced by the video ad. Treat it like a funnel. Convinced by the video ad, they jump to the advertorial, they read through the advertorial, they're more convinced, your conversion rate goes up because they will most likely buy. So that's why I like advertorials. What are your thoughts on getting AI to help with ads? Yeah, use Gemini, throw your video into Gemini. We actually have prompts that we use that we've developed for understanding our ads and getting learnings out of our ads, right? So that's in the community, check it out. Do a native image ads, go straight to a product page or like a video? I would say go straight to a product page, right? Okay, let's see. Okay, so many new e-com mechanisms in these words, buzzwords, filling out. Correct, you got it, dude. You're killing it right now. You are killing it, my friend. Hold on, I'm just replying to how the heck? What the heck is going on? Okay. Sorry. How do you know this is the winning product if you're drop shipping? How do you know that this is the winning product if you're drop shipping? Your ad should tell you. Your metrics should tell you, right? If your ROAS is positive, if it's profitable, that means there's potential there. So we can't read white over white. Oh, that's what's going on. Oh, shoot. My bad. I don't know how to change that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so broken, so bummy and fab, no life. Takis all day. Dude, come on, man. Drink baby all nice. I do very well with emails. I've learned email marketing. Klaviyo, bring in 50%. Beautiful. You're killing it, AK. Yeah, connect with me. That's sick. You have no life. I just want you to sell baby oil so I can buy them all from you. Is TikTok or Meta better? So really good question. Really good question. I think Meta is really good for first of all, Meta is the biggest base of people in general, right? So your addressable market in Meta is just insane. TikTok has a pretty big, base, but Meta, the riches that they have, the money that they have, the addressable market there is just insane. So, and also you can do high ticket sales on Meta. Right? Google is also very stable. I also recommend Google. So check that out as well. If you're selling something expensive, go on Meta. If you have some small impulse purchase, check out TikTok. Bro, just yapping. Self is Evolve personal brand. Got you. Go join Evolve. Yep, correct. The only flow I like is the flow in a baby oil dripping from freak. I'm so poor. Talk about getting advice. Got you, dude. You guys are killing me. What are you looking at here? Okay, we are looking at my sales for the last 7 days off of ecom brand. Does Chinese, so if you have any questions, let me know. We talk about ecom here. We talk about our community here, right? Does Chinese New Year affect a beginner? Oh, 100%, right? We've already planned for that. We've already forecasted inventory and we've ordered inventory up front, right? So yeah, definitely it's closed all of February, right? Your agent will also have a week off, but you got to obviously communicate with the customers. And if you have branded inventory in America, it should be fine. This is nothing if it's his best screenshot. Yeah, this is not my best screenshot at all. This is a brand that we're building from scratch, a newer brand, only a couple months old, that we're trying to show how, you know, how we scale it up. So it's just a case study. You got to chill out, bro. But yeah. Let's see. Thanks for the follows, guys. You guys are, I love it. Hold up. Help me make bank. Yeah, dude. Join the community. We'll do what we can. How to get roles as a DR copywriter, creative strategist. Yeah, you got to connect with the brand. We're not hiring right now, honestly, but like I can't help you with that. I'm the person that like is looking to hire. I'm not usually the one that is applying. Should I scam? Definitely don't scam. What's your criteria? Check out, we have a free 30-page community document in the community. Check that out. That is exactly how we research products, how we source products, etc., etc. Mastermind, you are kidding. Can you explain how to create ads with AI? Wait, I need a break. Hold up. My throat hurts. I've been talking for so long. Oh my goodness. What is percentage? 30 to 50% on that 41K. Holy crap. Thanks for the follows, guys. Damn. Lots of love here. Appreciate y'all. Okay. 10% conversion rate. I would believe you. I've seen 10% conversion rate. It's pretty sick. I've seen if your ad is that good, I can see a 10% conversion rate. Pretty sick. What profit percentage? 30 to 50%. Trying is better to use ZenDrop. I like ZenDrop. I've worked with ZenDrop, the private agency as well as like the app itself, right? What profit percentage on that 41K? I think I already answered that. Anything else? Let's see. I did 100K in sales in 30 days off a TikTok page with 2K follow. Beautiful, man. You're killing it. Love it. Love to see it. Nice. Good questions. Are you horizontally scaling to new avatars right now, or is the time big enough on your current avatar? Honestly, this brand runs mainly on Google. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is a Google like focused brand because the search intent is just so high for our niche, right? So like, we have a couple. We don't have that big of a focus on TikTok. Meta, yes, we do, right? We have one avatar that is working, right? And I think the TAM is big enough for that guy, right? We just make iterations around that one winning concept that is working right now for us until we notice that it'll stagnate or if it drops, and then we will probably investigate and research in other areas, right? Nice. Thoughts on high ticket lab, diamond tennis bracelet, online business, e-com. I'm just starting out. I take a lab diamond tennis bracelet. I don't know what that means. Honestly, you're gonna have to explain that to me. Sorry. I don't run ads though. Personal brand, Ramadan. I get 4 to 5. Beautiful. Yeah, emails are the way to go, man. Amazing. Diamond bracelets. Yeah, jewelry kills, man. Jewelry kills. No, I cannot share my stores. I'm under contract under all my brands. Cannot do that. I can talk about one that I've exited. I'm making a video on that right now. One that I've exited. And I'm able to talk about it. Was a retro gaming store last year, right? We can totally show you that, right? But yeah, 2 months to build a page. Damn, you're killing it. Holy crap. Whew. Oh. I think I'm good for today. Really good questions. I appreciate you guys, but I think that's all I'm going to be talking about today. Join the community. DM me. We go live every day. I'm going to probably be live with my partner tomorrow. We try and give as much insight as we can. Try and build a community. Try and talk to you guys. Have a little bit of fun. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Was it 12:50? Yeah. All right. Take it easy, people.